Good morning to all. Today's point of discussion is Nicad cell and mercury battery. Now Nicad cell is nickel cadmium cell. So remember these two, I mean Nicad cell and mercury battery is a secondary dry cell. I mean these cells can be recharged. Thus by recharging these cells can be used for the longer period of time. Now first of all let's see the Nicad cell, that is nickel cadmium cell. Nicad cell is nothing but nickel cadmium cell. Now Nicad cell, what Nicad cell consists of? So let's see construction of it. Remember, Nicad cell consists of cadmium anode. Remember, it consists of cadmium anode. I mean anode is a cadmium and cathode is NiO2. So NiO2 acts as cathode in this cell, and electrolyte to be used must be a base like KOH. So base like KOH is an electrolyte. So these three simple things are to be known. So it consists of cadmium anode, nickel oxide, I mean NiO2 cathode, and KOH, which happens to be a base, serves as an electrolyte. As we know very well that in any cell two types of electrode reactions take place, one of which is oxidation and other is reduction. So we need to take care of the working of this cell. So what happens, let's see at anode. So we all know very well that anode is oxidation half, thus our cadmium acting as anode right here. So what happens, cadmium interact with OH negative, that lead to the formation of CdOH by 2, and thereby liberation of electrons takes place, and it is nothing but the oxidation reaction. So release of electrons is the process of oxidation. Thus at cadmium oxidation takes place, thus it is anode. Now let's see what happens at cathode. So we earlier discussed that the cathode is nothing but NiO2, or simply one can say NiO2 electrode is nothing but a cathode right here. So let's see what happens. So our NiO2 receives electron. We know very well that the process of gaining of electron is nothing but the reduction. So what happens when this interaction comes? That lead to the formation of nickel hydroxide, that is NiOH by 2. Remember, nickel is capable of showing two types of oxidation states, +2 and +4, but +2 state is rather more stable than +4 due to inert pair effect. Thus NiOH by 2 is obtained along with OH negative ion. So this is the net reduction reaction when cell operates. Now we need to add these two in order to get the net cell reaction taking place inside the what? Nicad cell. So what net cell reaction is? So when we add these two, what happens ultimately? Electrons get cancelled, OH minus get cancelled. So remaining things are CD solid plus NiO2, then plus what, twice of H2O liquid gives CdOH by 2 plus NiOH by 2. So these are the things when we add oxidation half and reduction half. So this is addition of oxidation and reduction reaction, thus it is redox reaction. And remember, cell reaction is always a redox reaction. Now potential measured for this cell is 1.4 volt. So potential is 1.4 volt, and remember its life is quite longer than the normal dry cells. And another application is it can be recharged, thus can be used conveniently again and again by recharging. So uses or applications of this cell. So very first thing is electric watches. So this type of cell is used in watches, very crucial and very important thing. And flashlights, in flashlights one can use this, also can be used in calculators. Remember, this cell can be used in calculators, it can be used in photography, photographic devices. So these are certain applications of NiCad cell. Now next to NiCad cell, we need to take care of what? Mercury battery. It is another potential thing to be discussed. So remember, it is also a secondary dry cell and can be recharged. This can also be recharged. So can be used number of times, and when the cell dead and a cell get discharged, one can recharge that discharged cell and can be used again and again. Now very important thing, in this case anode is amalgamated zinc. Remember, amalgamated zinc is anode, and cathode is a paste of mercury and carbon. So paste of mercury and carbon is cathode, it serves as cathode, and KOH solution is an electrolyte used in this cell. Now we know very well, any cell is redox, two types of reactions take place inside the cell. So reduction and oxidation, so we need to take care of both of those reactions. So let's see what happens at anode. No doubt, we know very well, anode is oxidation half cell. Thus at anode, oxidation is expected, and oxidation reaction is the loss of electrons. So what happens, our amalgamated zinc, which happens to be anode right here, it tend to combine with OH negative, that lead to the formation of ZNO solid, H2O liquid, and electrons are liberated in the process of oxidation. So this is anodic oxidation. Now let's see what happens at what? Cathode. Now cathode is a reduction half. So what happens during the course of reduction? So remember, electrons whatever lost in the process get accepted right here at cathode. So what happens, remember, at cathode mercuric oxide gain electron, and thereby reduction of it takes place, and that lead to the deposition of mercury along with the OH negative aqueous. So this is the net gain of electrons, and remember, gain of electron is process of what? Reduction. Now in order to get net cell reaction, we need to add these two things. So by adding oxidation and reduction, remember this is the reduction reaction taking place at cathode. Now what happens? OH minus get cancelled, electron get cancelled, H2O liquid get cancelled. So remaining part is ZnHg plus HgO gives ZnO plus Hg. Now very crucial and important thing, all the ingredients whatever involved in a cell reaction are solid, that is to be noted first of all. Secondly, there is no change in composition of any electrolyte in this operation, and potential of this cell is quite constant and its life is longer as well. So mercury battery has more potential applications. Now uses. So very importantly, it can be used in watches. Then another thing is pacemakers. It is used in pacemakers and hearing aids. So these are some of the important applications of mercury battery. Thank you very much.